Games like Minecraft have always had a special sense of allure with them, that unmistakable feeling of awe you experience when you venture over a mountain or a hill, only to see a vast forest or tundra just waiting to be discovered. And it's that very feeling of allure that has made Minecraft one of the most successful games in history, selling over 18 million copies on the PC alone. But unlike other games that boast similarly big numbers, Minecraft has had one of the most humble upbringings in history, starting as a simple indie game being developed by a Swedish man in his spare time. This is the story of that very game. Minecraft's upbringings begin with a Swedish computer programmer by the name of Marcus Persson. Persson grew up in Stockholm, Sweden, and was always infatuated with computers and games. In fact, by age 8, Persson developed his first point-and-click, choose-your-own-adventure type game, and by 2005, Persson had found work at King.com, a popular website that hosted a variety of browser games. It was during his employment at King that he took up the online alias Notch and began to work on his very own indie game whenever he could find the time. The game was developed originally set as a clone of a game called Infiniminer, another indie-based game that tasked players with the goal of collecting gold from an underground mine. However, slowly Notch's own indie game would begin to drift away from its original clone it was set up to be, and start to take up various RPG elements while still keeping the block building / mining style that Infiniminer possessed. And by May of 2009, Notch would find much success developing his indie game in its early versions, and would finally release the first developmental version of the game on the TIG source forums. This game would soon be known as Minecraft Classic. With Minecraft growing in popularity quite rapidly, Persson would soon leave his job at King.com, but would still maintain employment on a popular photo sharing website known at the time as Jalbum. And it was while still working with Jalbum in late 2009 and early 2010 that Notch's game would pass significant milestones, with Notch releasing the Survival Test, InDev, and InfDev updates hitting the game Minecraft. These updates brought with them significant changes, including infinite world generation. And while it was still clear that much of Minecraft was inspired by previous popular indie games, it was now quickly becoming apparent that Minecraft had broken away from its original Infiniminer clone roots to become something entirely new. And it wasn't long at all after Minecraft's InfDev update that June 2010 had rolled around, and with it came Minecraft's first alpha version released to the public. Following the first alpha release, Minecraft grew a huge following on YouTube, with popular channels soon directing their audiences towards the game, and as a result, despite little to no advertising funding at all, Minecraft and its developer grew a massive following. With a rapidly expanding player base, the profits and attention needed to maintain the game's development soon inclined Notch to quit his job at Jalbum to work on Minecraft full-time. But it wasn't long until Notch realized that Minecraft was now too big of a project for him alone to handle, so he founded his own company known as Mojang to help back the game's development. Mojang would go on to help fuel Notch's other projects such as Scrolls and Cobalt and other indie game titles of sorts. But nonetheless, Minecraft moved out of alpha and onto its beta phase in late 2010. With the arrival of the beta came more dependable server connections as well as more in-game content, such as the Nether, Hunger, Villages, Strongholds, and arguably the biggest of all, Creative Mode. A game mode that broke away from the game's traditional previous norm of just surviving and gathering resources, and instead gave the player an infinite supply of all items in the game, as well as the ability to fly and take no damage, making the only limitation on what the player can build and design their own creativity. However, it was despite all of this significant progress that Minecraft's audio department was still lacking a comfortable soundtrack to fit the game. So Mojang contacted German sound designer Daniel Rosenfeld, better known as C418, to produce an ambient soundtrack for the game. And so Rosenfeld released Minecraft Volume Alpha Soundtrack in March of 2011, consisting of most of the game's songs, and some of them are still even being used up to this day. But still, Minecraft was still stuck in its beta phase, and had yet to move out and onto a full release. This dream would eventually come true on November 18th, 2011. Just following the game's full actual release, Notch ceded over creative control over the game, and made Jens Jeb Bergensten Minecraft's new lead developer in December of 2011. And by now, Minecraft had accumulated a massive following. However, its audience was still rather limited, as the game was only available to play on the PC. That would also soon change. And on May 9th, 2012, Minecraft was released on the Xbox 360 after a port was made by the Scottish studio 4J, and in only a few months' time, the game had sold millions of copies on the platform and greatly expanded its following. However, initially the Xbox 360 version of the game was far behind its PC counterpart, with the 360 edition releasing with only the same features as the PC during its beta. This would pose an enormous problem, but eventually Minecraft console would catch up to match that of its PC counterpart version. With Microsoft's Xbox 360 being the only console to feature the game, Sony strongly desired to acquire the title for its respective platform, and soon made a bid with Mojang to get Minecraft onto the PlayStation 3. And in December of 2013, that finally happened, with the release of Minecraft PlayStation 3 Edition. Following this release, Minecraft's community continued to grow at an alarming pace. Its YouTube scene expanded even more so before, and sales went up even higher. This was all followed in 2014 by the release of the next generation of consoles, with the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One replacing their predecessors. And with these two new versions of consoles came two new versions of Minecraft, and Minecraft Xbox One and PS4 Edition were made available to the general public in 2014. It was shortly following Minecraft's new release on Next Gen that Microsoft would strike a deal with Marcus Persson to purchase both Mojang and Minecraft for a whopping $2.5 billion. Following this purchase, Notch would fully end his work on Minecraft and move into a massive home in Los Angeles. And with Minecraft now under Microsoft's belt, the company would show off the game in a demo for its new artificial reality headset known as the HoloLens. And that is where Minecraft's past meets with our present and waits for the future. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, Nate here. Thanks so much for watching this video. This sort of thing where I cover the history of a video game may or may not become a series, depending on how well this video does, but I really wanted to start with Minecraft, because I felt like this would be one of the, I guess, both easiest and highest production value ones that I could do. So, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Like if you liked, dislike if you disliked, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace out, everybody.